Tools for computer repair at home. Hand tools. Computer hand tools are a collection of specialized tools for working with computers and electronic devices. Computers and other electronic equipment may be safely assembled, disassembled, repaired, and maintained with the assistance of these tools. They assist enthusiasts and professionals in finishing jobs precisely and without harming delicate parts. Typical computer hand tools consist of the following: needle nose pliers, screwdrivers, wire cutters, soldering iron, punch down tool. Needle nose pliers. Use: needle nose pliers are useful for holding wires, bending loops, reaching tight spaces, and securing little things. Because computer casings are small, needle nose pliers are ideal in this setting. Long wires can be severed with needle nose pliers, and they can also be used to remove tiny screws. They may be used to grip concealed wires on the other side of the casing, in addition to these two uses. How to use: 1. The needle nose pliers open jaw should line up with the part you want to grip. 2. To lock the pliers into position, apply hard pressure to the handle. 3. Use the chain or round end with the other hand to open or manipulate the wires. 4. Secure the object and close it. 5. To take the pliers out, release the handle. Screwdrivers. Use: precision screwdrivers with interchangeable bits are essential for removing screws of varying sizes from motherboards, hard drives, computer casings, and other components. How to use: place the screwdriver tip on the screw head, tighten the screw, turn the screwdriver clockwise, and to loosen it, counterclockwise. Screws may break if over-tightened using a screwdriver. Wire cutters. Use: wire and cable cutters are tools used to effectively cut wires or cables while causing little harm to the insulation or internal conductors. A clean cut on the wire or cable can increase the quality of the electrical connection. How to use: Step 1. Examine the wire cutter thoroughly. Move the handles to open and close the wire cutter. Step 2. Take a careful look at the pliers' metal tips. Locate sharp metal edges and manipulate the handles. Pay attention to how the edges meet when you shut the handles. Step 3. To cut the wire, position it between the sharp metal edges of the pliers and try to press the handles to cut the wire. Soldering iron. Use: a soldering iron joins two pieces of metal by heating metal alloys to their melting point by the use of high temperatures, which are often produced by electricity. Solder is a type of bonding metal that is often composed of tin. Using heat from soldering irons, the alloy melts and connects the pieces of metal as it cools. How to use: always be aware of the ideal temperature to operate at when working on a project. It is best not to go beyond that temperature, whatever it may be. Tools and materials can sustain harm when they are exposed to temperatures over what is necessary. After adjusting the temperature, heat the metal sections where you wish to form a connection by holding the iron by its insulated handle. Once the metal components have been heated, you may begin adding the solder. Make sure you use enough solder to create a solid bond. However, you don't want to use too much solder, so this procedure only takes a few seconds. Allow the solder to cool down after applying it. The alloy will solidify and the tandem link within the constituents will be formed during this phase. The solder should seem glossy and produce a solid uniform bond when it has cools. Avoid touching the soldering iron seating element. The soldering iron seating element has the temperature range of 200 degrees Celsius to 480 degrees Celsius. The insulated handle, commonly referred to as the one, is the only part of the soldering iron that should be touched when it's turned on. Punch down tool. Use. A punch down tool, also known as an RJ45 punch down tool or Crown tool, is a hand tool often used to terminate Ethernet cables by inserting the cable wires into insulation displacement connectors on punch-down blocks, surface mount boxes, keystone modules, and patch panels. How to use. Step 1. Strip back the cable jacket. Please be aware that the cable should always have around 2.5 inches 6 centimeters left at the end. Twist the cable many times after inserting it into the modular crimper or stripper. After that, remove the jacket. Step 2. Separate the wires. A few inches of exposed cable will remain when you remove the cable jacket. Next, gently pull on the pairs of wires in the cable center to make them fan out. Twist the wire pairs counterclockwise to separate them. Make the ends as straight as possible to make them easier to terminate. Step 3. Push the wires into the jack's bottom. After taking off the jack's protective cover, place the cable into the jack block. Make sure each wire pitch into its designated slot, either A or B. The wires should stick out of the jack. Step 4. Trim the wires. To cut the conducting wires, use a punch down tool and press it against the wires. The long solid side of the jack should make contact with the angle side of the blade. By doing this, you can also guarantee that the wires you cut are flush with the jack. Step 5. Verify that no more wires are present. Make sure that none of the wires are sticking out of the jack side by checking each one. Additionally, confirm that the cable's cover's edge is in close proximity to the jack space and the recently terminated wires. Wires need to be firmly fixed in position. Take a wire cutter and gently cut any wires that protrude from the side so that they are flush with the jack if you see any. Step 6. Cover the jack with a dust cover. Put in dust caps to protect the wires. By doing this, you can guarantee a safe connection and save the wires from strain. Moreover, removing the dust cap is rather simple. Just slide a flat-end screwdriver into the indentation on the side to do so. Conclusion. Hand tools are essential for repairing personal computers. They give access to the open laptop or CPU. Dust it up, check the current flowing through it, test the Ethernet port, and ensure that the gear is installed properly. Our ability to fix computers allows us to safeguard important data and spare ourselves the suffering of losing precious memories. A well-stocked toolbox is a must for any computer user, enthusiast, or expert. Thank you.